You have been asking for change, and here is the message about what you need to do in order to get to the change. We have Master Buddha here initially with increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. When we ask for true change, we are asking for outer change, but usually outer change is not enough. No matter how many routines we change, no matter how many goals we set, if inside we feel the same fragile child we used to be, or the same wounded teenager, if we still operate from the same level of hurt, we're still going to be the same person energetically. And that needs to change. But in order for that to change, we need, as Master Buddha says, increased awareness. Have you been trusting your inner voice? Have you been trusting that your intuition can take you to the next stage of your life? If you have deep rooted trust issues, then of course you cannot take those next steps that your guides have been asking you to do. Your next card is Horus. Cosmic Gateway, your thoughts are magnetic and powerful, miraculous changes are occurring. I'm sorry for the glare. I will try to I cannot fix it unfortunately, but I can move the cards here. Yeah, better. So Horus is asking you to be aware of your thoughts, be aware of what energies are coming into your reality, how you're exactly operating. If your limiting beliefs are truly limiting you, if when something good is about to happen, you sidetrack and think of something negative that could potentially happen, you need to be aware of these things. Horus, to me, as an energy, is always patiently waiting for us to examine ourselves, but both cards, with also the purple, they're asking you to examine yourself. They're asking you to look at yourself, who exactly you are. And this has been a pattern for almost all the readings that I've been doing. Okay, we have surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life, and whale and orca elder, share your song frequency of sound, diving deep. You need to stop stressing. I think whoever chose this pile, you're extremely stressed about what's going to happen. I think you might be acting on levels of anxiety that are just too much. I think that Horse has been asking you to be careful of your thoughts, because when we change our thoughts, we also change our speech. And once we change our speech, we also change our frequency. I want you to notice frequencies here. And as we change our frequency, then we can see things differently and start enjoying things, start really diving into our life, start trusting others. Because I want you to notice here that there's one individual already dived in, almost inviting the other to come in. Oh, these are, I'm not sure those lotuses or what. I think those are lotuses. Also with Buddha, I did also pick up lotus, but lotuses have been a message lately in just, sorry for the, I don't know what's with the frequency. I think that was a sign. Um I think that what our lotus is reminding us is that even through mud, even through unseeming circumstances, we can still make the best of it. We can still rise above it. We can still, yeah, we can still create beautiful things. I'm having to move some of these crystals because I want to move these up. Let's look at your tarot cards now. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is asking you, can you make plans? Can you dream? Can you find your passion and channel it somewhere? Do you trust others? Have you been close to others? Can you share joy? Do you have those with whom you can share your joy with? Are you isolating yourself? Are you distrusting? Are you willing to put in the work? Are you willing to travel to, to travel the way, to trust in the fact that the journey is worth it to get to where you could go, to get to the relationship you've been asking, to get to the connections you've been wanting? Because you are trying to manifest such a beautiful life, but I don't think you're understanding that fully. I don't think you're willing to still, like, quote unquote, sacrifice your old self to get where you need to go. Yeah, King of Chalices, King of Cups, and the Sun in reverse. Yeah, I think you're scared that you won't be happy. I want you to notice, like, the color scheme is very, very similar. I think they're asking you to ground yourself. They're asking you to mind your sacral chakra, your root chakra. The journey will lead you to where you should be, but I don't think it will lead you to the happiness that you are envisioning, not like to the vision that you have of happiness. I think it will be different. Not exactly how you're envisioning, but you'll be happy nonetheless. I think that's why they're saying mind your mind your thoughts, because the universe never truly gives us exactly what we think. Oh, the death in reverse, death card in reverse. Yeah, I think you're unwilling to change. The tarot also confirmed that. Hmm. But you have been wanting to find equals. I think also with the Venus card. Yeah, you have been wanting to manifest a relationship. You have been wanting to manifest equals, if not a relationship that you want. Connections which are equal in desire, equal in commitment, equal in feelings. And I don't know if you're understanding that you cannot have that if you are stop being afraid of connection. Nine of Wands. I think you're not I think you're not getting the right advice, or you don't like the advice you're receiving. Why are you not liking the advice you're receiving? Hmm. Because you don't want to change at your core. I'm covering the painting a little bit, even though it's so beautiful, because I don't want to get it taken down. Mm, yeah, I don't think you're willing to change. Yeah, you're not willing to change. You are not willing to change at all. Mm-mm. Yeah, you don't want to admit this ending, the ending of an era. I think deep down, maybe you don't see the reason why you should change. Maybe you don't want to admit. But yeah, the reason is simple. You cannot have the connection you want without discarding a part of yourself that just doesn't serve this connection. It's it's simple as that. Like, I feel like, as I said earlier, you cannot surrender to the sweetness if you don't go in, dive in. But diving in takes, and I just noticed now, water. Like, they're like whales and orcas dive in into depths that we as humans cannot comprehend. They go into depths that we could never imagine even going close to, but they dive in, and hence the depths that they can go to, they also reach levels of frequency, levels of connection that others cannot. But also diving in with the Buddha and Horus, I think that they're reminding us also that the level in which we know ourselves and we meet ourselves is also the level in which we can meet others and love others. So be aware. Be aware of how you're so afraid to change. Be aware of how your thoughts have been stopping you, how you don't have the right environment to nurture the dream life you want, the dream connection you want. Loved one, this was your reading. I truly hope that this helps in any way, shape, or form, and that you got some of your answers in this quick reading. And yeah, just comment down below what you thought, what you're feeling, and I will see you in my next video. Once again, thank you for trusting me to read your message, and I love you. I'll see you in the next one.